Four new Roto Grip balls were announced at Bowl Expo a few days ago. Now, Schlemmer has been teasing them on social media for a few weeks, so we were getting some information, but the full details have been released, so we're going to talk about what you can expect out of these when they release on August 11th. Working our way up from the bottom, the HP1 line adds the Hustle Ink. It's no secret I'm not a fan of the Hustles. They're marketed well and they look good, but that core is just too strong for the covers they've been using in my opinion, and by the time you break down and rebuild the surfaces to match, you're pretty far away from what you wanted when you bought it. This one interests me though because it's the same core, which I do like, and at 253 and 030, it's not exactly a weak core. This is easily the strongest core on the market at the price point. And with the new cover, it's supposed to be both earlier and smoother, which I like because the previous covers were really over-under for me, even on the Pro, and this is just a straight solid cover, which I think is going to work best with that core. So all in all, the Hustle Ink sounds promising, but don't expect it to be a true dry lane or light oil ball. The information doesn't support that at all. It's going to be more of a firm, medium volume, medium length ball. In the HP2 line, we're getting the Show Off. It's got the new Hot Shot core, which is just another variation of the traditional light bulb that everyone uses when they want that, that tried and true stability and consistency, and it's got the No Rules cover on it. Before you start saying it's way too much ball for the line, you have to remember that the lines are really more price points. Yes, hook potential and strength usually increase with price, but Roto recently has been giving you a ton of bang for your buck, especially in the HP2 line. I've said in previous videos that you can make an entire arsenal just with the balls in the HP2 line, and this continues that trend. So if you want a lot of hook at an HP2 price, this is going to be one to look at. With the weaker core, I'm expecting a longer, stronger, and slightly weaker No Rules with a similar shape, clean through the fronts and a clean, decisive turn on the back end. I don't see it being a rolly or a hard arcing ball. I see it more like a hook set type reaction. That is going to be great on typical house shots with a bit of polish because it does come at 2000, or on sport patterns when you're forced inside and still need traction but also need more back end motion than the big hooking balls typically give you when you have to get deeper. There are two HP4 line releases, and we'll start with the hot cell, which is pretty simple. Nucleus core used in the Cell series and straight pure urethane. With that core coming in at 056 on the differential, it's a urethane look that hasn't been seen on the market yet. The pitch black is a go-to ball when you want strong roll and some traction with that urethane control, but it can't quite handle heavier or longer volumes unless you have a ton of hand. But with the hot cell, now there's an option that will cover that hole in this kind of newly re-emerging urethane market. Yes, it's at a premium price point, but this is a premium reaction as far as urethane goes. Now, whether you'll want to spend that kind of money on a urethane ball remains to be seen. But with all the success of urethane at the Open Championships and Bowler's Journal this year, and in the college and professional ranks over the last couple of years, people aren't saying, oh, that's just a urethane ball anymore. The hot cell follows Roto Grip's trend recently of just kind of going for it or being bold and outside the box with their releases and ideas, and we'll see what happens. The last ball in this group of releases is the No Rules Exist. It's got the same core that's been used in the No Rules and the No Rules Pearl, but they took the solid cover from the Daredevil Trick, which I think is the best control slash sport pattern ball in the market right now without question, and they put it on the Chaotic core to create the No Rules Exist. I'm really just expecting a complete and perfect hybrid between the two. Not quite as strong as the No Rules, but stronger than the Trick. Not quite as much of a hook set as the No Rules, but not as smooth and archy as the Trick. Just a really nice blend between the two. Now, do we need a ball in between those two? I'm not sure. I like having a lot of really different shapes in my bag, but sometimes I have too many that are too different. And while the No Rules can sometimes be too clean and the Trick can be too smooth, this might bridge that gap if there is one. We'll have to wait and see, but I do like the idea. Once again, these four release on August 11th. I have links to their page on Roto Grip's website in the description down below. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to comment, and I'll answer them the best I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.